Hey Scandal Squad, welcome to the Celebrity Scandalous group chat. Please hit that like button while we get into the mess because these celebrities are scandalous. So y'all, today what we're getting into is Jay-Z and Buzzbee, but more about Buzzbee because this is crazy. I'm kind of scratching my head, but anyway, the latest reports are that Jay-Z's lawsuit against Buzzbee gains momentum in court with shocking audio evidence. So what we're hearing is that, the defamation claim that Jay-Z had against Tony Buzbee, the judge is saying that case can go forward. For a moment, it was kind of in limbo, but it looks like at this point it's going forward. So what is being reported is Jay-Z secured a significant legal victory on Wednesday when the judge ruled in his favor about the extortion lawsuit against Texas attorney Tony Buzbee, citing newly uncovered audio evidence as crucial factor in the case. As per All Hip Hop, the Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Mark Epstein reversed, y'all, you hearing this? Reversed his earlier indication that he might dismiss Jay-Z extortion case. I mean, there's so much back and forth in this mess, In a tentative ruling on March 26, he stated that recent audio recordings obtained by a private investigator have thrown a monkey wrench in his previous considerations. And you guys know the recordings that they're talking about, and that's where the private investigators allegedly went to the woman's house who was making the allegations about Jay-Z and Diddy when she was something occurred when she was 13. And so this is what they're talking to. This is the audio that they're speaking of, which she later came out and said that it was that it didn't really represent what she meant, and she was standing by what she originally said, that she had been violated. Listen, it's crazy. The recordings allegedly captured at the Alabama home of a woman known publicly as Jane Doe suggest that Doe did not authorize Buzzbee to include Jay-Z in her lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. The audio allegedly captures Doe saying that Buzzbee brought Jay-Z into it and pressured her, pressured her to name Jay-Z publicly as an assailant. Judge Epstein turned to the new evidence, which he said supports not only the defamation case of action, but also extortion cause of action. So it looks like defamation and extortion, and so this is in favor of Jay-Z. And this is the lawsuit that Jay-Z filed in November of 2024, accusing Buzzbee of attempting to extort him through a demand letter seeking private mediation and a monetary settlement. In his sworn declaration, Jay-Z labeled the letter an existential threat. Okay. Buzzbee, who represents several plaintiffs in claims against Diddy, has denied any wrongdoing. And now what we know is that Buzzbee has had to drop a lot of those cases against Jay-Z. He will not be representing those plaintiffs. They're going to need co-counsel, or, those people are going to have to get a new attorney, because the attorney whose license that he was acting under when he filed the cases in New York, that person is in trouble as well. So I'm not getting into all of that, but just know it's a big mess, which is why I circle back to this new report, and I'm just shocked. Now it's being reported that Buzzbee is representing the woman in the against Andrew Tate. So let's get into that. It says the Buzzbee law firm represents woman filing case for assault and battery against Andrew Tate. I'm feeling like, remember when Jay-Z said that Buzzbee was an ambulance chaser? That's kind of what it's starting to feel like, and I hate to say it, but at this point, Buzzbee, you are still defending cases against Jay-Z. I don't know what the outcome will be. It's looking pretty shaky on your behalf, because procedurally, the things that you're saying that you missed or you didn't understand as an attorney, there are some fundamental things that you should know, and so you kind of missed that. So why you would be even getting yourself into the Andrew Tate case against this woman, you guys, her name is Bri Stern. She filed a police report, said that he tried to, hands around her neck and all that kind of stuff. Why are you jumping ship into this other mess? And interestingly enough, it seems like you kind of get into these cases that have celebrity status, celebrity profile, high cases, right? So I'm kind of leaning with Jay-Z that you might be an ambulance chaser. I would suggest that you maybe stick with the corporate type of cases, and okay, anyway, you guys, let's just get into this case. So, this is from the PR in Newswire. Tony Buzbee, principal of the Buzzbee law firm, announced yesterday that on behalf of plaintiff Brianna Bri Stern, a lawsuit was filed against social media personality Andrew Tate. The case was filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court. In the lawsuit, the plaintiff brings claims of assault and battery and seeks a temporary restraining order to prevent contact with Tate. The lawsuit is styled Brianna Stern versus Emory Andrew Tate III in Los Angeles Superior Court. Bri Stern released a statement on all of her social media platforms. According to Lead Counsel, Tony Buzbee, the facts alleged in the lawsuit filed yesterday are extremely disturbing. I am extremely proud to represent Bri Stern. She has demonstrated incredible courage to come forward and make her voice heard. I look forward to presenting the facts in this case court. This sounds so familiar to what he said when he came with all those cases against Diddy, right? I stand here and I'm proud to represent these plaintiffs. You know, like, now you are really looking like an ambulance chaser. The Buzzbee law firm is headquartered on the 75th floor of the JP Morgan Chase Tower in Houston. Blah blah blah. I don't care about that. I mean, this is. I just feel like at this point there's so much media buzz around you with the unresolved cases with Jay-Z and Diddy, but yet you're jumping into this case. So you're kind of reminding me of that other lady, Gloria. What's her name? She gets involved in all of these cases. Gloria Allred. Yeah, like, you are being like a Gloria Allred out here. She runs up and she, does all of these press releases and these news conferences, press conferences and everything, and talks about how she's representing these clients, and then the next thing you know, either the case is dismissed or we hear no more about it. Now, it could be that a lot of these cases settle. I mean, that's a possibility, but we don't even hear that they settle. We just hear crickets. So I don't know. I'm kind of side-eyeing Tony Buzbee at this point. Now, I do believe that Bri Stern has a legitimate case against Andrew Tate. I did a video about that when she first came out and made the allegations, and it talks about the police report. It's just, for me, Tony Buzbee, it's just that he is in so many cases now. His credibility is kind of shot to me. So, like, I would prefer that he resolve the cases, with the Diddy's and the Jay-Z's before you jump into another high profile case like this. Because I would hate to see that Bri, her case gets, tarnished because of who's representing her, which is a possibility that can happen. But anyway, y'all jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.